change your life in 2025. Set your intention. The power of intention, my friends, is the key. Don't just drift into 2025, declare it. Say it loud, this is my year to rise. When you set your intention, the universe listens. So what will you claim this year? What will you create? Own your story. Your past doesn't define you. Your story is yours to write. You are not the mistakes, the heartbreak, or the losses. You are the lessons, the courage, the comeback. In 2025, you're writing the next chapter, and honey, it's a bestseller waiting to happen. Focus on your health. Let's talk about health, y'all. It's your foundation. In 2025, let's choose nourishment over neglect. Move your body like you love it. Hydrate like your dreams depend on it. Because believe me, a healthy you is an unstoppable you. Build a daily practice every day as a gift, and how you start it sets the tone. Maybe it's meditation, maybe it's journaling, maybe it's just 10 minutes of quiet before the chaos. Make time for you every single day. That's how you shift from surviving to thriving. Surround yourself with light. The people around you, oh, they matter. In 2025, let's choose relationships that pour into you, not drain you. Seek the ones who see your greatness, even when you can't, and let go lovingly of those who dim your light. Invest in your growth books, podcasts, classes. Oh my, feed your mind like it's hungry, because it is. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Growth isn't always pretty, but oh, it's worth it. 2025 is the year you learn, stretch, and soar. Take bold action. Listen, dreams don't work unless you do. In 2025, let's take the big leap, start the business, write the book, make the call. Yes, it's scary, but baby, fear is just excitement in disguise. Jump and you'll find your wings. Practice gratitude. Gratitude changes everything. Every morning, before the coffee, before the chaos, just pause. Name 3 things you're grateful for. When you live in gratitude, you attract abundance. And let me tell you, 2025 is ready to overflow for you. Give back. Your light isn't just for you, it's meant to shine on others. Whether it's time, love, or resources, find a way to give. The more you give, the more you find your life filled with purpose, connection, and joy. Celebrate yourself. Finally, celebrate you. Every milestone, every small win, every step forward. Don't wait for the big moments to applaud yourself. In 2025, be your biggest cheerleader, because honey, you're doing amazing things. So go on, step into 2025 like it was made just for you, because it was. The world is waiting for your light, your brilliance, your story. This is your year. Let's make it extraordinary together. The power of intention begins with a decision. A decision to stand in the truth of what you want unapologetically and without fear. You can't just wish for a better life, you have to declare it. Speak it. Feel it in your bones. Let the energy of your desires radiate from you like a beacon. The universe responds to clarity, so get clear about who you are and where you're going. This is your year to rise, and it starts with a choice. When you set your intention, something magical happens. It's like flipping a switch inside you. You're no longer just a passenger in your own life, you become the driver. And when you drive with purpose, the road begins to unfold in ways you never imagined. It's not about having all the answers, it's about trusting yourself enough to take the first step, knowing the rest will reveal itself. I think of your intention as a seed. You plant it with care, but you don't stop there. You water it with action, nurture it with belief, and protect it from the weeds of doubt and fear. Over time, that seed grows into something extraordinary, a life that reflects your deepest desires. But it all starts with planting the seed. You can't create the life you want if you're stuck focusing on the life you don't. Setting an intention is like shifting your gaze. Instead of looking at what's missing, you start looking at what's possible. Instead of complaining about what's wrong, you start celebrating what's right. And in that shift, you'll find the momentum to move forward. Every great achievement begins as an intention. Behind every success story is someone who dared to dream and dared to declare that dream out loud. They didn't wait for permission or the perfect moment. They simply decided, this is what I want, and I'm going after it. You can do the same. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the decision to claim them. Let me tell you something about energy. It follows intention. When you decide what you want and commit to it, your energy shifts. You start to attract the people, opportunities, and resources you need. Things that once seemed out of reach begin to feel possible, even inevitable. That's the power of intention. It activates everything around you to work in your favor. But setting an intention isn't just about the big things. It's about the everyday moments too. What kind of energy do you want to bring to your mornings, your conversations, your work? Intention isn't just a goal, it's a way of being. It's showing up every day with purpose, knowing that even the smallest actions can have a ripple effect. When you set an intention, you're not just speaking to the universe, you're speaking to yourself. You're saying, I am worthy of this. I am capable of this. I am ready for this, and that belief, my friend, is where the magic truly begins. Because when you believe in your own power, there's nothing you can't do. It's okay if your intention feels big and scary, it's supposed to. That's how you know it's worth pursuing. If your dream doesn't stretch you, it won't change you. So go ahead, set the big intention, write it down, speak it out loud, and then start taking steps toward it one at a time. The beauty of setting an intention is that it gives your life direction. It's like pointing your compass toward your North Star. Even when challenges arise, you'll know where you're headed. And with every step you take, you'll feel more aligned, more empowered, and more alive. Intention isn't just the key, it's the spark that lights the fire within you. Your story is your power. No matter where you've been, no matter what you've faced, it's all a part of the tapestry that makes you who you are. The struggles, the triumphs, the detours, they've all brought you to this moment. And let me tell you something, this moment is yours. You have the pen in your hand and the page is blank. So what will you write next? You are not your mistakes. You are not the missteps or the missed opportunities. You are not the things that didn't go as planned. Those moments don't define you, they refine you, they prepare you. They shape you into the person you were meant to be. So stop carrying the weight of shame and regret. Let it go. You're not looking back, you're looking forward. When you own your story, you take your power back. You stop letting the past control you. You stop letting other people's opinions dictate your worth. Owning your story means saying, this is who I am, and I'm proud of it. Every part of my journey has value because it's mine. And when you stand in that truth, you become unstoppable. Think of the lessons you've learned along the way, the times you fell and got back up, the moments when you thought you couldn't make it, but you did. Those are the building blocks of your strength. Those are the chapters that inspire others. When you own your story, you honor every step of the journey, even the hard ones, because they led you here. There's no such thing as a perfect life, but there is such a thing as an authentic life, and that's what owning your story is about. It's about showing up fully as yourself, flaws and all. It's about embracing your truth, no matter how messy or complicated it might seem. Because when you do, you give others permission to do the same. This is your year to reclaim your narrative, to stop living in the shadows of what if and if only. You are not the victim of your story, you are the hero. And heroes don't wait for someone else to save them. They rise, they fight, they overcome. So rise up and take control of your narrative. Owning your story doesn't mean you have to shout it from the rooftops. It's an intimate, personal act. It's looking in the mirror and saying, I am enough, I am worthy, I am whole. It's finding peace with your past and joy in your present. It's knowing that every day is a chance to write a new chapter. You've been through things that could have broken you, but they didn't. And that resilience, that strength is your superpower. Don't hide it, don't downplay it, own it. The world needs your story because someone out there is waiting to be inspired by your courage. You are the author, the editor, and the publisher of your life. No one else gets to write this book for you. So stop letting others hold the pen. Stop letting fear and doubt scribble on your pages. This is your story, and it deserves to be told the way you want to tell it. In 2025, you're not just living, you're creating. You're stepping into the role of storyteller, crafting a narrative that reflects your dreams, your values, and your truth. And let me tell you, your story, it's a masterpiece in the making. So go ahead, turn the page, and start writing your next chapter. It's going to be extraordinary. Your health is your foundation, the bedrock upon which everything else in your life is built. Without it, even the biggest dreams feel out of reach. But with it, oh, you're unstoppable. In 2025, let's make the decision to honor this gift, your body, your mind, your spirit. They're all connected, and they all deserve your care. Nourishment isn't just about food, it's about what you feed your soul. It's about choosing habits, thoughts, and actions that uplift you. It's about letting go of the things that drain you, whether that's toxic relationships, endless scrolling, or overworking yourself to the point of exhaustion. This year, let's choose nourishment in every sense of the word. Your body is a miracle. Every cell, every heartbeat, every breath, it's working for you, even when you're not paying attention. So let's pay attention. Move your body like you love it, not because you have to, but because you get to. Dance, stretch, walk, lift, run, whatever feels good to you. Movement isn't punishment, it's celebration. Hydration is more than just a glass of water, it's a reminder to pour into yourself. Drink deeply and often. Let every sip remind you of how precious this vessel is. When you hydrate your body, you're also hydrating your dreams, your energy, your focus. A simple act, but one that can transform your day. Health isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, and spiritual too. It's taking the time to sit with your feelings instead of pushing them aside. It's knowing when to ask for help, when to rest, and when to let go. It's recognizing that your well-being matters not just for you, but for everyone who loves you and depends on you. In 2025, let's shift from neglect to care. No more skipping meals or losing sleep over things that won't matter in the long run. No more putting yourself last. You deserve to be at the top of your own priority list. Because when you're well, everything else in your life thrives. Let's stop chasing quick fixes and start embracing sustainable habits. Health isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about making choices moment by moment that honor your body and mind. It's about forgiveness on the days you fall short and recommitment on the days you rise again. Rest is just as important as action. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. In 2025, let's make rest sacred. Let's give our bodies the time they need to heal, repair, and rejuvenate. Because when you're rested, you show up brighter, stronger, and more resilient. Joy is a part of health too. Laughter, connection, gratitude, they're just as nourishing as a healthy meal or a good workout. Find what lights you up and lean into it. Make space for the things that bring you happiness and watch how they transform your energy. When you focus on your health, you're not just investing in today, you're investing in your future. You're laying the groundwork for a life full of vitality, strength, and possibility. So this year, let's choose health in all its forms. Let's choose ourselves. Because a healthy you is a powerful you, and the world needs your power. Every single day, you're given a fresh start, a blank canvas waiting for your touch. And how you begin sets the tone for everything that follows. It's not about grand gestures or perfect routines. It's about finding moments, however small, to ground yourself in your truth and your purpose. A daily practice isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for a life well lived. Think of the mornings where you rushed out the door, your mind already spinning with tasks and worries. Compare that to the days when you paused, even for just a moment, to center yourself. The difference is undeniable. When you take time for yourself each day, you don't just react to life, you lead it. A daily practice can be as unique as you are. Maybe it's journaling, putting pen to paper, and letting your thoughts flow freely. Maybe it's a few minutes of quiet meditation where you let go of yesterday and set intentions for today. Or maybe it's simply sitting with your coffee, watching the world wake up. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's yours. This isn't about checking something off a list. It's about creating space for yourself in a world that constantly pulls you in every direction. It's about saying, I am worthy of this time. I am worthy of this care. Because when you start your day with intention, you're telling the world and yourself that you matter. The beauty of a daily practice is its consistency. It becomes an anchor, something you can rely on no matter what's happening around you. Life will always have its challenges, its chaos. But when you return to your practice, you remind yourself that you are grounded, centered, and capable of handling whatever comes your way. Even just 10 minutes can change the course of your day. A moment of gratitude, a stretch of the body, a quiet affirmation whispered to yourself, these small acts ripple out in ways you might not even realize. They shape your mindset, your energy, your choices. They shift you from surviving to thriving. And let's be clear, this isn't about perfection. There will be days when life feels too busy, too overwhelming. That's okay. Your daily practice isn't there to add pressure, it's there to relieve it. On those tough days, lean into it even more. Let it be your refuge, your reminder that you can always begin again. A daily practice is a declaration. It's saying, I am not just here to get through the day, I am here to live it fully. It's choosing presence over distraction, calm over chaos, intention over habit. It's stepping into each day with clarity and purpose, knowing that you're building a life that reflects your deepest values. You don't need hours or fancy tools to create this space for yourself. You just need a willingness to show up, even if it's imperfectly. The magic isn't in the length of time, it's in the consistency. Over days, weeks, months, this practice will become a part of you, a source of strength and renewal. So take a moment to ask yourself, what will your practice be? What small sacred ritual can you gift yourself every day? Whatever it is, let it where it is. Let it remind you that you are worthy of care, that your time matters, and that each day is an opportunity to thrive, not just survive. The people you allow into your life have a profound impact on who you become. Their energy, their words, their actions, they shape you in ways you might not even realize. That's why in 2025, it's time to be intentional about the company you keep. Surround yourself with light, with people who lift you higher, who remind you of your worth even on the days you forget. Not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay forever, and that's okay. Some connections are seasonal. They teach us lessons, help us grow, and then they fade. Letting go isn't an act of anger or resentment. It's an act of love. Love for yourself and for the space you're creating for something better. The people who pour into you, cherish them. They're the ones who see your greatness even when you can't. They're the ones who celebrate your wins, no matter how small, and stand by you in the moments when you feel like giving up. These are your soul people, your light bringers. Hold them close. And what about the ones who dim your light? The ones who leave you feeling drained, unworthy, or unseen? It's time to reassess those relationships. You can release them with love, without bitterness or blame. Your energy is sacred, and you deserve to share it with people who value and honor it. Surrounding yourself with light isn't just about others, it's also about you. Are you showing up as a light for others? Are you the friend, the partner, the colleague who uplifts, inspires, and encourages? When you radiate positivity and authenticity, you naturally attract others who do the same. In 2025, let's choose relationships that nourish us, not deplete us. Look for the ones who make you laugh until your cheeks hurt, who listen without judgment, who remind you of your strength when you feel weak. These are the connections that fuel your spirit and help you shine brighter. Remember, you don't need a crowd to feel supported. Sometimes a small circle filled with love and trust is more powerful than a room full of acquaintances. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. Seek depth, not just proximity. Choose the people who truly see you. Boundaries are a part of surrounding yourself with light. It's okay to say no to what doesn't serve you. It's okay to protect your peace, even if it means stepping away from relationships that no longer align with who you're becoming. Boundaries aren't walls, they're gates that open to the right people and close to the wrong ones. Light attracts light. When you surround yourself with positivity, encouragement, and love, you become a magnet for more of the same. Your circle reflects your energy, and when you fill it with light, it becomes a source of strength, joy, and endless possibility. So in 2025, let's make a promise to ourselves to seek the light in others, to be a light for those who need it, and to walk away from anything that dims us. This is your year to shine, surrounded by people who help you burn brighter than ever before. Growth is the greatest gift you can give yourself. It's the process of becoming more of who you were always meant to be. In 2025, let's treat our minds like the hungry, limitless forces they are. Feed them, challenge them, stretch them, because when you invest in your growth, you're investing in your future, and honey, the returns are immeasurable. Books can be your mentors, your guides, your portals to new worlds and ideas. There's a book out there right now with the wisdom you need to take your next step. Don't just skim the pages, dive in. Absorb the lessons, the inspiration, the truths. Let the words shift your perspective and expand your vision of what's possible. Podcasts, classes, conversations, they're all opportunities to grow. In 2025, let's stop scrolling mindlessly and start consuming intentionally. Tune into voices that challenge your thinking, that ignite your curiosity, that push you to ask, what else is out there? What else can I learn? There's so much waiting for you if you're willing to listen. Growth isn't always comfortable. It requires you to step out of what you know and into the unknown. It asks you to face your fears, to try new things, to risk failure. But let me tell you something, growth is always worth the discomfort. Because on the other side of that discomfort is a stronger, wiser, more courageous you. In 2025, let's make curiosity our compass. Follow the questions that light you up. Explore the paths that intrigue you. You don't have to know exactly where you're going, just take the next step. Growth isn't about having all the answers, it's about staying open to the journey and trusting that you'll learn along the way. Investing in your growth means prioritizing it. It means carving out time in your day for learning, for reflection, for discovery. It's not selfish, it's necessary. Because when you grow, you bring more to every relationship, every opportunity, every challenge. You're not just bettering yourself, you're bettering the world around you. Stepping out of your comfort zone might feel scary, but it's where the magic happens. It's where you discover strengths you didn't know you had. It's where you prove to yourself that you can handle more than you thought. Growth is never stagnant, it's dynamic, alive, and constantly calling you to rise higher. Learning doesn't stop when you leave school. In fact, the best lessons often come from life itself. Pay attention to the people you meet, the challenges you face, the mistakes you make. Every experience holds a lesson if you're willing to see it. Growth isn't just found in books and podcasts, it's found in everyday moments. Be patient with yourself as you grow. It's not a race, it's a lifelong journey. There will be times when progress feels slow, and that's okay. Growth isn't always visible, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. Trust the process and celebrate every step forward, no matter how small. 2025 is your year to learn, to stretch, to soar, to become more curious, more capable, more confident. It's your year to step into your potential, to explore the vastness of your mind and the strength of your spirit. Growth isn't just something you do, it's something you are. So lean into it, embrace it, and watch yourself rise. Dreams are not meant to stay in your mind, they're meant to live, to breathe, to come alive in the world. And the only way that happens is through action. Not small, hesitant steps, but bold, fearless leaps. In 2025, it's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect version of yourself. The moment is now and you are enough. Fear will try to hold you back. It always does. It'll whisper, what if you fail? Or what will people think? But let me tell you something, fear is just excitement in a mask. It's the sign that you're about to step into something bigger than yourself. So when you feel it, don't back away, lean in. That's where the magic happens. Taking bold action doesn't mean you have to have it all figured out. It doesn't mean you won't stumble or make mistakes. Boldness is about moving forward anyway. It's about trusting that you'll learn as you go, that the path will reveal itself with every step you take. Progress, not perfection, that's the goal. In 2025, let's stop waiting for permission. You don't need someone else to validate your dreams. You don't need the world to tell you you're ready. You decide that. Bold action starts with believing in yourself, even when the odds seem stacked against you. It's your dream, own it, and chase it like your life depends on it. Think about the things you've been putting off, the projects, the phone calls, the big ideas that have been living in your heart for years. What would happen if you took just one bold step today? One phone call, one sentence written, one decision made. Momentum is powerful, and it starts with a single move. Taking bold action doesn't mean you won't feel doubt, it means you act despite it. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision that something matters more. Your dreams, your potential, your purpose, they matter. Let that be bigger than the fear. Let that be what drives you to take the leap. When you jump, you'll discover something incredible, your wings. They've been there all along, waiting for you to trust them. Yes, it's scary to step off the edge, but the exhilaration, the freedom, the growth that comes with bold action, it's unmatched. You'll never know what you're capable of until you try. Bold action isn't just about the big leaps, it's also about showing up every day with intention. It's about the small, consistent choices that align with your vision. It's about building momentum brick by brick until one day you look up and realize you've created something extraordinary. Yes, there will be setbacks. There will be moments when things don't go as planned. But those moments are not failures, they're lessons. Every stumble, every detour is shaping you, preparing you for the next step. Bold action isn't about getting it right every time, it's about refusing to give up. This is your year to be bold, to take the risks, make the moves, and trust yourself in ways you never have before. Because dreams don't work unless you do. And when you take bold action, you set something unstoppable in motion. Jump and watch how the universe rises to meet you. Your wings are waiting. Gratitude is the alchemy of life. It transforms what you have into enough and turns ordinary moments into treasures. In 2025, let's make gratitude a daily ritual, a sacred pause that brings clarity, joy, and abundance into our lives. Before the coffee, before the emails, before the noise of the day, take a moment to simply say thank you. Think about it, there's always something to be grateful for. The warmth of your bed, the breath in your lungs, the sunrise painting the sky with colors that can't be replicated. When you pause to notice these things, life starts to feel fuller, richer. Gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's a practice, and like any practice, it grows stronger with use. Every morning, name 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. In fact, it's often the smallest things that hold the most power. A kind word from a friend. The way your favorite song makes you feel. A quiet moment to yourself. Write them down, speak them aloud, or simply hold them in your heart. Let gratitude set the tone for your day. When you live in gratitude, something extraordinary happens. You start to see the world differently. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you begin to see what's already there. Instead of lack, you see abundance. Gratitude doesn't change your circumstances, it changes you. It opens your eyes to the beauty, the blessings, the possibilities all around you. Gratitude isn't just about the good times, it's about finding light even in the hard times. It's about saying, this is tough, but I'm still here, I'm still growing, and there's still so much to be thankful for. It's not about denying the challenges, but choosing to see the blessings alongside them. When you practice gratitude, you attract more of what you're grateful for. It's like sending a message to the universe, I see the good, and I'm ready for more. Gratitude raises your vibration, aligns you with abundance, and sets you on a path where joy multiplies. In 2025, let's live in that energy. Let's make gratitude our compass. Gratitude doesn't take time, it creates it. In the rush of everyday life, it's easy to feel like there's never enough. But when you pause to give thanks, you step out of that rush and into the present moment. You reclaim your time, your focus, your peace. Gratitude reminds you that life isn't a race, it's a gift to be savored. Let's not just think gratitude, let's live it. Show it to the people you love. Say thank you more often, more deeply. Express appreciation for the big things and the little things. Gratitude is contagious, and when you share it, you inspire others to do the same. It's a ripple effect of joy and connection. Gratitude isn't just a practice, it's a way of being. It's walking through the world with open eyes and an open heart, ready to receive the goodness life has to offer. It's knowing that abundance isn't something you chase, it's something you create by recognizing the blessings already in your hands. In 2025, let's choose gratitude every single day. Not just as a fleeting thought, but as a way of life. Because when you live in gratitude, you live in abundance. And let me tell you, this year is ready to overflow for you, flow with joy, with love, with possibility. And all you have to do is say thank you. Your light isn't just meant to shine for you, it's meant to illuminate the path for others. In 2025, let's make giving an essential part of our journey. It's not just about what we can accumulate for ourselves, but about what we can share. Whether it's your time, your love, or your resources, giving creates a ripple effect that expands far beyond what we can see. Giving isn't always about grand gestures. Sometimes it's the small acts of kindness that leave the most lasting impact. A smile for a stranger, a hand held in support, a listening ear when someone needs to be heard. These are the gifts that change the world. When you give, you're not just helping others, you're nourishing your own soul. When you give, you become part of something bigger than yourself. You create a network of love, trust, and connection that strengthens the fabric of your community. It doesn't matter how much you have to give, what matters is the intention behind it. Giving is a heart-centered act that transcends material wealth and touches something far deeper. The more you give, the more you'll find your life filled with purpose. Purpose isn't something you find, it's something you create through the impact you make in the world. Giving aligns you with your deeper calling. It shows you that life isn't just about what you can get, but about what you can give. And the more you give, the more you'll find yourself connected to the essence of who you truly are. Giving doesn't deplete you, it expands you. It stretches your heart, opens your mind, and fills your life with abundance in ways you never imagined. There's a joy that comes from giving that money can't buy. It's a joy that fills you from the inside out and stays with you long after the act is done. In 2025, let's make giving a daily practice. It can be as simple as helping a neighbor, volunteering at a local shelter, or offering a kind word to someone in need. Find a way every single day to give of yourself. The more you give, the more you'll feel connected to the world around you and to the people you share it with. Giving isn't just about tangible gifts, it's also about offering your energy, your love, your presence. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give is simply showing up, being there for someone when they need you most. It's about offering a space for others to feel seen, heard, and valued. When you give, you attract more of what you need. It's the law of abundance. When you pour love into the world, you create a flow that returns to you in unexpected ways. Your life will become richer, not just in material things, but in relationships, experiences, and the deep sense of fulfillment that comes from knowing you made a difference. In 2025, let's remember that our light was never meant to shine in isolation. The true beauty of our brilliance is in sharing it with others. So let's give freely, love deeply, and watch as the world reflects that generosity back to us, filling our lives with purpose, connection, and endless joy. It's time to recognize and celebrate you. So often we wait for someone else to acknowledge our progress, but here's the truth: you don't need permission to celebrate yourself. Every milestone, every small win, every step forward, these are all worth celebrating. In 2025, let's make a promise to ourselves to honor every achievement, no matter how big or small, because they all count. It's easy to overlook the little victories when you're focused on the next big goal. But those little victories, they are the foundation of everything you're building. So today, right now, take a moment to look at how far you've come. Reflect on what you've accomplished, the challenges you've faced, and the strength you've shown. You're doing amazing things, even if you don't always see it. Celebrating yourself doesn't mean being arrogant. It means being proud of the work you've done, the progress you've made, and the person you're becoming. Self-celebration is a form of self-respect, a reminder that you are worthy of love, recognition, and joy. Don't wait for the world to tell you how great you are. Be your own biggest cheerleader. When you celebrate yourself, you acknowledge your worth. You affirm to yourself that you're not just moving through life, you're thriving, you're evolving, and you're deserving of every bit of success that comes your way. Celebrate the journey, the growth, the lessons, and the transformation. In 2025, let's be kind to ourselves. Let's embrace the fact that we are worthy of our own applause. Whether it's finishing a project, overcoming a fear, or simply showing up for another day, those moments matter. Take the time to give yourself a high five, a round of applause, or a quiet moment of acknowledgement. You've earned it. Sometimes we wait for the big moments to feel like we've achieved something worth celebrating, but the truth is, every step forward is worth recognition. Whether it's getting out of bed on a tough day, tackling something new, or just doing your best, these are the moments that shape your life. So celebrate them. Celebrate yourself, not just for the accomplishments, but for the courage to keep going, for the strength to rise when you fall, for the kindness you've shown, and for the resilience that lives in you. Every day you keep moving forward, no matter what, is a victory. The more you celebrate yourself, the more you attract positivity into your life. When you acknowledge your worth, you elevate your energy, and that energy ripples out to others. You become a beacon of light, showing others that it's okay to celebrate their own successes too. So in 2025, let's make celebration a daily practice. Take the time to clap for yourself, to honor your journey, to cherish your victories. Because you're doing amazing things, and that deserves to be celebrated every single day. As we stand on the threshold of 2025, it's clear that this year holds endless possibilities, but it's up to you to step into them. Change doesn't just happen on its own, it requires commitment, action, and a willingness to grow. This is your year, your moment to take the reins of your life, to set your intention, to own your story, to prioritize your health, and to create the life that you've always dreamed of. Every single step you take is a declaration that you're ready for something bigger, something more. And let me tell you, the universe is ready to meet you halfway. Remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Transformation happens in layers, in moments, in choices. Whether it's starting a new habit, letting go of old beliefs, or taking that leap of faith, it all matters. Each decision you make today is an investment in your future, and those investments compound in ways you can't always see right now. Trust the process, trust yourself, and know that you are worthy of everything you're working toward. Let's choose to surround ourselves with people who uplift us, who see the greatness within us when we can't. Let's choose to be generous with our love, with our time, and with our hearts. Because when you give, you receive in ways you could never imagine. In 2025, let's not just live for ourselves, let's live to be a light for others. There is no greater joy than knowing you've helped someone else along the way, that your kindness has made someone's day a little brighter. And don't forget to celebrate yourself. Life can be demanding, and it's easy to get caught up in the rush, always thinking about what's next. But I want you to pause, look at how far you've come, and celebrate every single victory, no matter how small it may seem. You are doing incredible things, and you deserve to acknowledge that. It's not about perfection, it's about progress, and every step forward is a step worth cheering. So in 2025, let's commit to a life of intention, gratitude, action, and celebration. Let's give ourselves the permission to dream big, to go after what we want, and to become the person we're meant to be. This year is waiting for you to claim it. And let me tell you, there's nothing more powerful than a person who knows their worth and is determined to live it. You've got this, and the world is ready for you.